Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, or good afternoon, depending on when you're seeing this. Dr. T here. Time for another lesson. How we doing out there, Evergreen? Hopefully you're doing well. This is the lesson for February 14th on. So if you're watching on Monday, happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching on Monday, what about that Super Bowl yesterday? If you're watching during the rest of the week, hopefully the weather's nice the rest of this week. But I wanted to talk to you about something that is pretty important. You ever have a friend or family member, they just play around and they joke around a little too much. And sometimes some of the things they do or some of the things they say, even if they're not trying to be mean or even if they don't mean to be mean, it hurts your feelings. They tease just a little too much. They're always saying something that kind of hurts people's feelings, and they don't realize it sometimes that it hurts feelings. I want to talk to you today about teasing. Do you guys know what it means to tease someone? Have you ever been that person who teases someone? So I want to read this story today about teasing so you guys have a better idea of A, what it looks like, B, what to do if you're dealing with it, and C, what to do differently if you are the person who is doing the teasing. Read you a note to parents about teasing. You ready? Sticks and stones can hurt my bones, but names can never harm me. Wrong. Verbal insults can hurt sometimes more than physical assaults. While teasing may be funny to the person who is slinging the barbs, it is seldom funny to the person who is being teased. The purpose of this book is to teach children how teasing, when done with the wrong motives, in the wrong place or at the wrong time, can be destructive. In addition, it teaches children how to protect themselves from unwanted teasing. Reading this book will help you motivate yourself to stop teasing or how to deal with teasing. It may also help you feel better if you are being teased. Since teasing is a form of abuse, it cannot hurt if it is not heard. Therefore, the best defense against teasing is to walk away so it will not be heard. If you're in a situation in which you feel you cannot walk away from constant, unwanted teasing, it may be necessary for you to tell any of the adults here at the school or any adult at home. We always want you to resort to telling an adult so we can address the matter. So let's read a story about teasing. This book is about TJ and his sister, Tammy. Reading about TJ and Tammy can help you understand and deal with teasing. Will you help me please tie my shoes? I thought you were old enough to tie your own shoes. Not really a cool answer for a big brother. People are teasing when they annoy you or make fun of you in playful ways. Tammy can't even tie her own shoes. Nah, 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 nah. Any of you ever treat your brothers or sisters like that? Do any of you ever let or have to deal with your brothers and sisters treating you like that? Has anyone ever teased you about the way you look? Those clothes make you look dumb. Here's TJ again, not being a nice guy. He's probably thinking he's being pretty funny, but he's actually being pretty mean. Has anyone ever teased you about the way you think and feel? Don't tell me you're crying over a silly movie. It seems Tammy is just really trying to just have a good time and live her life, and TJ just keeps teasing her. He thinks this stuff is funny. Tammy doesn't agree. Has anyone ever teased you about what you say or do? Do you still need those stupid training wheels on your bike? I was just talking to some kindergartners yesterday, about using training wheels. I know when I was little and used training wheels, it would have hurt my feelings if someone was teasing me about using them. Hopefully you guys are not out here teasing each other in this way. Has anyone ever teased you about what you like and do not like? Ugh, only a weirdo could eat something like that. Now here it is. Tammy is just simply trying to enjoy a good sandwich. And here comes TJ again with all his teasing, trying to make fun of her. How do you think this makes Tammy feel when TJ keeps teasing her at every turn? Everything she says, everything she reads, everything she watches, everything she eats, he seems to have a joke. How do you think that makes Tammy feel? Do you guys have anyone in your classroom who teases like this? Anyone that's always cracking jokes, making their classmates feel not good? Are you that person who's always cracking jokes and teasing, making your classmates not feel good? I hope not. I hope not. When someone teases you, you might feel frustrated and embarrassed. You might get upset and become angry. TJ, I'm sick and tired of you teasing me. And he laughed at her. So here it is, Tammy is telling him how she feels about all his teasing. She's over it, she's sick of it, and she wants him to stop. And he laughed at her. Not cool, TJ. Not cool at all. People who tease often enjoy frustrating and embarrassing others. They enjoy upsetting others. Thus, you encourage them to continue teasing when you become frustrated, embarrassed, or upset. Let me read that one again. You encourage them to continue teasing you when you become frustrated, embarrassed, or upset. What do you think are some things you could do if you're having to deal with someone who's always teasing, trying to hurt your feelings or make you feel bad? What are some of the things you could do? Walk away, tell an adult, tell that person to stop, let them know you don't appreciate it, don't deal with that person anymore. These are just a couple suggestions I've just caught up or thought of really quickly. So let's see where this goes. Ha ha! Tammy looks like she's pretty fed up with TJ. Once again, there he is, teasing away. Do not become frustrated, embarrassed, or upset if you want someone who is teasing you to stop. Do these things instead. Ignore anyone who teases you. Walk away from the person if you cannot ignore them. Do not stay around anyone who continues to tease you. Sounds like a couple of the suggestions I just gave you guys. You should leave those type of people alone. And if you are the person doing the teasing, you'll probably find people will not want to be around you. They will not want to play with you. So ask yourself, are you that type of person? Tammy says to TJ. What do you think she's thinking there when she says, I think she might be deciding she is fed up with TJ's shenanigans and she's not going to be around him anymore. It is important to treat others the way you want to be treated. If you do not like being teased, you should not tease others. I'm going to say that one again. If you do not like being teased, you shouldn't tease others. I suggest just stop teasing altogether. And I mean, I like a good joke. I like to laugh. I like to enjoy my friends and family. But teasing really can hurt people's feelings. I could make fun of TJ for falling, but I won't because it's not nice to tease. So it looks like TJ's out riding his wagon and he's falling. You think Tammy should tease him? like he teases her? Would you tease TJ because he teased you? Try not to tease. Do not discuss another person's private thoughts or feelings unless you have the permission to do so. You guys have a best friend, and your best friend ever tell you something in private, they only told you. They wanted you, their best friend, to keep the information private. And then you go out and tell other people what your best friend told you. Is that a good friend? Are you that type of friend? Do you run and tell others what your friends tell you? You should not discuss people's private information that they've shared. Hi, Eric. Hi. TJ told me that he doesn't like to play with Eric, but I won't say anything because he told me not to tell anyone. You know, we seem to have some situations like this, sometimes at recess, sometimes on the bus, sometimes in the cafeteria. In these type of situations, what do? Do you go tell? Do you keep quiet? It was private information, so you probably shouldn't tell it. Try not to tease. Do not say embarrassing things about anyone in front of others. Let me say that again. Do not say embarrassing things about anyone in front of others. I won't say anything, but I wonder what TJ's friends would think of him if they knew that he still wets the bed sometime. Now, before I even go on, and I can pretty much guess how this is going to go, that would be terrible if Tammy was to tell people that TJ still wets the bed. That is personal information. That is not funny. That is not cute. That is not cool. No way, no how, Tammy, should she tell that. Let's see. Try not to tease. Avoid saying things that might hurt someone else's feelings. This is the worst haircut I've ever had. That is a terrible haircut, Tammy says to herself. But I won't tell TJ what I think because it will only make him feel worse. I want you guys to start thinking about when you say stuff to your friends and family, how do you think they will feel if you say this stuff? This is a good rule to follow. If you cannot say something nice about someone, avoid saying anything at all. Gotta say that one again. If you cannot say something nice about someone, avoid saying anything at all. If you follow this rule, you will avoid hurting other people's feelings. I really don't like that new shirt, but I'll only hurt TJ's feelings if I say so. So I'm not going to say anything about it. It seems Tammy understands way better than TJ that teasing hurts people's feelings. And in all the time she could have hurt his feelings, she didn't. It is important to treat other people the way you want to be treated. If you do not want to be teased, you should not tease others. If you do not want to be teased, you should not tease others. If you do not want to be teased, you should not tease others. You're a pretty neat sister, says TJ to Tammy. I know this is similar to another story we read earlier in the year, but this is one I really wanted to drive home. I want you guys to think more before you speak, before you say something, before you joke. How will people feel about what you say? That will go a long way to having people feel positive about you or negative about you. Words hurt, words matter. Teasing, while you may think it's funny, is not often funny to the person you're teasing. So evergreen, let's remain ever kind, Let's stop the teasing. Dr. T signing out, and I will see you next week.